Hello and welcome to SG Speechless. Today's video is Yeddy skin combos. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be combos for Yeddy, and this skin can be unlocked from the Fortnite Mobile App Quests on iOS or Android. You can also do it in Save the World for getting a level, because that's how I managed to obtain it. So basically you have to Save the World just to earn a Battle Pass level, and you should get this skin for free. All combos will be shown off in-game at the end of the video. Make sure to keep a timestamp in the description and the comments down below as well. Also make sure to keep a timestamp for all combos 1 to 10. This video was suggested by one of my viewers, which is Farticus Dingle. Thank you very much for the video suggestion. For this skin, I'm using the glasses on for all combos, and the reaction is off based on battery. You can have it on if you'd like to. And there's 10 different colours, which are pink, light blue, blue, purple, white, grey, yellow, green, red and an orange. So I made one combo for each. First combo's backbling is the pink plushie, part of the Fall Guys set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3, works great for the pink. Pickaxe for the first combo is Star Wand, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 8, works great for the pink and also gold on the crown of the backbling. Glider I'm using for the pink combo is Balloon, part of the Shoot Yourself set introduced in Chapter 3 Season 1's Bat Pass. You could also use the Cuddly Cloud Cruiser, Bat So Suit Surfer would work great as well. Contrail for the first combo should be the pink Pony Plummet, but I just never saved the combo, so it should be this one. Chapel Roan's Contrail, but anything pink themed, like for example the Cuddle Dropper, Ribbons or Fox Rift would work great. So quickly save it, so don't forget. The first weapon wrap is this one right here, which is GG Cuddles, part of the Brainy Biker set introduced in Chapter 6 Season 2's Battle Pass. You could also use anything pink themed, could be like the actual, just like a pink, there's another GG Cuddles or like a GG themed pink weapon wrap would work great as well. Let's move on to the second combo now, onto the second colour, which is light blue. Backbling for this one is a blue plushie bean, part of the Fall Guys set introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1. Pickaxe is Cold Snap, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 7, works great for the blue. The glider for light blue is the Resbrella, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3. Could also use Downpour, Holographic, Thunder and Lightning, Light Cycle would all work great as well. Contrail is Fluxfall, part of the Back to the Future set introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1's Battle Pass, works great for the black and blue. You could also use the Countdown, Ink Drop, Slurpstream would all work great. The second weapon wrap now is this one here, Polished Stone, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 3's Battle Pass, works great for the blue design. Let's move on to the third combo now, which is the standard blue colour. Backbling for this one is Hurricane, part of the Hurricane set introduced in Chapter 2 Season 7. Quite hard to find backbling that works great with this colour. Pickaxe is the Swell Striker, part of the Open Water set introduced in Chapter 2 Season 1's Battle Pass, used for the black and blue design. Glider for this combo is Magic Wings, part of the Arcane Arts set introduced in Chapter 1 Season 6. You could also use the MCG Blue Viper, Chaos would all work great. Contrail is Shadowstorm, introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1, was a part of one of the Winterfest 2025 presents. You could also use the Down Arrow Blue Fusion, would work great as well. Weapon wrap for this combo now is this one here, Cursed Energy Flow, part of the Jujutsu Kaisen set introduced in Chapter 4 Season 3. Let's move on to the fourth combo now, and the fourth colour, which is purple. Backbling for this one is a Sprite plushie, introduced in Chapter 6 Season 4. Pickaxe is Dark Axe, introduced in Chapter 1 Season X, basic default pickaxe from Chapter 1 of the Dark Series design. Glider I'm using is J Balvin Board, part of the J Balvin set introduced in Chapter 4 Season 4, works great for the black and purple design. You could also use Dark Glyph, Cube Cruiser, Dark Forerunner, Storm Cell would all work great. Contrail is a Panther's Plasma Orb, part of the Black Panther set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 4's Battle Pass, works great for the purple. You could also use the glyphs would work great as well. Weapon wrap for this combo now is this one here, Midas Shadow, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 4, part of the Fortnite Mares 2020 set. You could also use Kevin if you don't have this one. Anything purple theme would work great. Fifth combo now, and the colour is white. Backbling is Angelic Wings, part of the Mariah Carey set introduced in Chapter 6 Season 1 have the reactivity off, works great for the white. Pickaxe for this one is Scully Scepter, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 4, works great for the white and black design. Glider is Paper Plane, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 7, part of the Calculator Crew set, using it for the white and black design. You could also use the Web Shoot, Crazy 8, Skellyfish or Private Jet would work great. Contrail is Spectral Essence, part of the Western Wild set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 6's Bat Pass. You could also use the TP or Serial Spiller, would work great as well. Weapon up this combo now is the the Shadow Angular Shift, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 1, works great for the black and white. Let's move on to next combo now, number 6. We're on to the grey colour. This was probably the hardest one I personally found to find. Backblings, pickaxe, basic items to work with the skin. The Backblings Godly Statuette, part of the Solar Leveling Arise set, introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1, works great for the grey. Pickaxe is the Death Star Smasher, introduced in Chapter 6 Season MS1, using it for the silvery grey design. The Glider is the Death Star Umbrella, introduced in Chapter 6 Season MS1, basically for getting a victory round in the mini Star Wars season. You could also use the Magnetic Steps Gunbrella or Mako, would work great. Contrail is Flux Fall, part of the Back to the Future set, introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1. You could also use Getaway Case, Soulless One Dropper would work great as well. Weapon for this combo now is Grey Toy, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9, part of the Toy Soldier set. The best weapon I have for the skin for the grey. Anyway, let's move on to the next combo now. Combo number 7, we're on to the yellow colour. Backblink is a Battle Bus Wheel, part or introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1, works great for the black and yellow. Pickaxe is Napstar, part of the Snooze and Slay set, introduced in Chapter 7 Season 1. I'm using the yellow primary and the secondary colour is black. Glider is the Emergency Raft, part of the Indiana Jones set, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 3's Bat Pass. You could also use the Shimmy Surfer, the Rack Up Cruiser would all work great. Contrail is the Circuitry Dropper, part of the Omega Engage set, introduced in Chapter 6 Season 3, sticking with the yellow colour. You could also use Baller Faller, Saplight would work great as well. Ref Wrap for this combo now is this one, wrong Ref Wrap, this one here, Radiant 1, part of the In the Pocket set, introduced in Fortnite Remix's Bat Pass, works great for the black and yellow. Let's move on to combo number 8. Now we're on to the orange colour. Backblink Spectral Spine, part of the Cryptic set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9, using the second colour orange, works great for the orange and red design. Pickaxe is the Scratcher, part of the Family Guy set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1, works great for the orange. The Glider is Astral Cyclone, part of the Travis Scott set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2, works great for the orange and red design. You could also use the Classic Combat Crasher. Mothra, Karuma, Mandala Disc would work great. Contrail is Grinding Gears, part of the Elite set, introduced in this season's Battle Pass, works great for the orange or fiery design. The weapon wrap, or you could also use, before I forget, the Orbital Burn, Pazuzu's Portal, Nitro Smog, Multiversal Energy or Lava. Weapon wrap for this combo now is this one here, which is Magma, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 8, can be bought in the Arm Shop, using it for the black and orangey red design. Let's move on to the 9th combo now. We're on to the red colour. Backblink is Crewmate, part of the Among Us set, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 3, sticking with the red. Pickaxe is Crimson Scythe, part of the Inferno set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 8, works great for the black and red. Glider is Gumdrop, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 1, can be bought in the Arm Shop. Glider for this one you could use is the Devil's Wings Hot Ride Victory Vaunter, would all work great. Contrail is Red Lines, part of the RPM Overdrive set, introduced in Chapter 6 Season 4, and you could also use the Burn Down, the Crescent's Flame Visitor Signal would all work great. Weapon wrap for this combo now is this one here, the Burn, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1's Battle Pass, part of the Flame and Fortune set. Let's move on to the 10th combo now in the final colour, which is green. Backblink is Rainbow Clover, part of the Green Clover set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 8, using it for the green as you can see. Pickaxe, the Greenest Onion, part of the Dirt and Macassie set, introduced in Chapter 6 Season 1, sticking with the standard colour. The Glider is Ollie, part of the Quest Friends set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2, and the style I'm using is Ghost Ghost, because in that season you could either choose Shadow or Ghost. If you chose Ghost, it's got a nice green glider. Contrail is Mortal Spirits, part of the Classic Combat set, introduced in Chapter 6, Season 2's Battle Pass. For the glider, you could also use the actual Pixel Pilot, would work great as well for the green. Contrail, the alternatives, you could also use the Illusory Plume, Billowing Beakers with Retro Sci-Fi, would all work great. And the final weapon wrap now is ones and zeros, part of the Follow the White Rabbit set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 1, use it for the black and green design. That's all the skin combos done for the Yeddy skin. As I did mention at the start of the video, this skin can be unlocked for the Fortnite Mobile App Quests on iOS or Android, or you can get it also for getting a Battle Pass level and save the world. Or you could, like when I did it, but I'm pretty sure you can still do it either way. Thank you once again to Fortifications Dingle for the video suggestion. I really did enjoy getting combos done for the skin. If you ever do have any other video suggestions, also feel free to leave them in any of my videos, long form or short form. Always try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. But anyways, it's pretty decent